The school called. Son has had another really bad meltdown. I'm on my way to pick him up now. I feel like they exaggerate about his behavior. He is a sweet boy. He threatened the in-school counselor and literally tore his room apart. You need to make sure you are giving him his medication every day and taking him to his appointments. I know you've missed a few, and it's important not to until we get this under control. He wouldn't do that. The therapist must have done something to trigger him. I will have to call them and get to the bottom of this. Did you know that they were going to call 911 if Son didn't calm down? They evacuated the students from the next classroom over. Do they really think that's necessary? Clearly they do. I can't blame them. They have to protect all the students. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. You have him over spring break. Make sure that he gets to his therapy appointments. He cannot afford to miss 3 weeks of therapy. You don't need to tell me what my son needs. I am fully aware. I can make sure that my son is getting what he needs while on spring break. The school specifically told me that Son said he was upset because he doesn't know who will be living in his home when he's with you. Is your new boyfriend already living with you guys? Your life is your life. Who you choose to date is your business. But you need to acknowledge that the rotating door of men you have living with you and in Son's life is negatively affecting him. While you are quick to judge my life when you have no idea, I have been seeing this man since January and he is a wonderful man. Need I remind you that you had Son stay at me's house while you two were dating? Son's behavior has nothing to do with who I am dating. You are clearly just upset that I have moved on from you. There is no string of men. There's just one man, and Son loves him. If you were with him in January, why were you also seeing the last boyfriend and Brian in January? I was only seeing my new boyfriend. That's it. You're creating whatever narrative works for you. I have messages from you from January about your last boyfriend and videos from Brian's TikTok account of the two of you together. Like I said, I don't care who you date. But your actions are negatively affecting Son. I am dating a good man, a wonderful family man with a clean history. Stop trying to ruin this for me. Son is not negatively affected by my dating life. He stays and sleeps in my room. He is never in Son's room. No one ever has been. Maybe you should open your eyes and realize that this all stems from you abandoning us when we divorced. I'm not trying to argue with you, Valerie. Please just make sure Son attends his therapy sessions on your time. Stop stalking me online to try and use my life against me. You don't get to dictate what I do. And just so you are aware, we will be out of town next week. Travis' grandmother passed and we will be attending her funeral in support of him. And we will be spending time up there as a little mini vacation. Son has missed 3 weeks of sessions due to your vacation over spring break. You know how badly he was struggling before school let out. This is more important than him attending your new boyfriend's grandmother's funeral. Well, if it makes you feel better, we didn't even get to go to the funeral to support Travis. He has some virus. What virus? You should have brought him home if he's sick. I would have kept him if you wanted to go back with Travis. It's my time. You aren't keeping him in my time, but it's just a virus. No big deal. He's been grumpy and sleepy. No reason to cancel everyone else's plans. I can take care of him here. How long has he been sick for? Like a week or so. He should be just fine before we get back home. You need to calm down. It's not that serious. Kids get sick. You don't see me freaking out when he's sick with you. I'm his mother. Hey buddy, you look rough. Are you still not feeling well? Asterisk shakes his head. Son has large dark circles under his eyes, looks pale, and obviously has lost weight. Asterisk. He's getting better. He's just tired from vacation. Why don't you go lay down in bed? I'll get your school bag from the car to give to Dad. Valerie, what the he 11? Has he been to the doctor yet? He looks terrible. That isn't just a virus. He's fine, barely any fever and no vomit or anything. He's probably just going through a growth spurt or just had a nasty bug. He'll be all right. Kids get sick. He's not fine. I'm taking him to the doctor first thing in the morning. I can't believe you let him sit like that for God knows how long so you could hang out with your boyfriend. Go ahead, and they'll tell you the same thing. He's fine. Just a... Son's blood work came back showing his white blood cell count is critically low. They're testing him for a bunch of different things, but they're thinking he has mono. He's a baby. He doesn't have mono. That's ridiculous. This is just a way for you to try to set me up before dragging me to court over this bullshit back pay next week. He isn't a baby, and he is extremely ill. They almost decided to send him into the hospital to be monitored, but I'm able to stay home from work for the next few days to watch him. This is serious. Well, does he have COVID? Maybe that's why he's sick and he was just asymptomatic with me. That's not my fault. They tested him for it and it was negative, but they said he could still have it. You know how dramatic he can be, especially when he doesn't feel well. You're giving him way too much attention about it, and it's just going to encourage him to keep up the act for as long as possible. Being dramatic isn't going to make his lymph nodes swell up like they are, or make him lose almost 10 pounds. He's sick. You should have taken this seriously. Okay, he probably has strep then. He just needs a round of antibiotics. That's all. He will be just fine. Results came back. Son has mono. That's why he's been tired, not eating, and has swollen lymph nodes. Oh, my poor baby. How is he? Tell him that I love him so much. I should come get him. He's going to want to be with me where he is comfortable. He's staying here. He's asleep right now. Mia and I started feeling bad yesterday as well, and we tested and we have COVID. The doctor said he probably had it as well even though he tested negative. I'm not feeling well either. I need to test, but I probably have it too if he does. His lab results show he's had mono for almost a month. You didn't notice how sick he was the entire time you had him during spring break. I don't know what you want from me. I have a lot on my plate. You're taking me to court, and I have a hearing over my protection order with Brian next week too. Sorry, I'm stressed right now. I need you to call me. It's important. I'd prefer if you just messaged me. Is everything okay with son? I need to speak with you in reference to my protection order with Brian. I may need you to testify on my behalf as to why I need it. You know as well as I do that he is a danger to me. I don't know anything about that. Under oath, I would have to tell the court about how you willingly have him around son in your home and spend time with him. He isn't a danger to son, only me. You know I would never allow him near son if he were a danger. But he's threatening me and Travis now, and that's not okay. I am not getting involved in your case. I will not lie under oath for you. You know, I am the mother of your child. You would think you would care if I was safe or not, but I guess you want me unalive. Dude, good luck dealing with that bitch. I'm so done. She literally tells me she loves me, begs me to come around, tells me she wants me to be son's new daddy, and then pulls this bullshit restraining order because she got a new man. If you ever need me to testify to how she parents in her household, let me know. I can tell you everything. She doesn't parent. All she does is gives him a tablet and lets him run wild. I know that's your kid, but he's a fucking menace. And she wants to claim I'm a danger to son. That's a fucking joke. I wasn't a danger to him a few weeks ago when she wanted me to spend the weekend with them. Now she includes him in the protection order so she can extend it. Wow. That kid is never going to get better having to deal with her as a mother. Let's settle a repayment plan for the back child support outside of court. There's no reason to drag everyone into court for this. It's not everyone. It's just you and I, and we clearly are unable to come to agreements outside of court. So I will wait until we are in front of a judge. Well, you can't force money out of me when I have nothing to give. But I am willing and able to repay you $25 a month until the back pay is paid in full. So you think it's okay that it will take you almost 8 years to repay the money you willingly took from me while we had 50-50 its custody? No. Well, that's all I can do. Or I can just quit my job and not work so you won't get anything. Okay, then I guess we will settle this in court like I already said. If I was forced to pay this money while caring for son 50% of the time, you can find an appropriate repayment plan.